Have you ever found yourself caught in an endless loop of thoughts, struggling to escape the whirlwind in your mind? What if I told you that overthinking might not just be a mental issue, but could be physically harming your body in ways you never imagined? Have you ever felt that strange, tight sensation in your chest after stressing over something for hours? Or noticed how your energy just drains after overthinking about that one problem? What if this constant battle in your mind is actually sabotaging your health? In today's video, we are diving deep into the hidden impact of overthinking on your body. Trust me, you want to stick around for the full picture because what we uncover here may surprise you. Number 1. The silent killer, stress and its physical toll. Do you ever wonder why, after a long day of overthinking, you feel exhausted, even though you haven't done anything physically demanding? Could that tiredness be more than just mental fatigue? Have you noticed how a single stressful thought can create a wave of physical discomfort, like tight muscles, headaches, or even a racing heart? The truth is, overthinking isn't just an abstract mental exercise. It triggers real physiological responses in your body. Every time you stress over something, your body reacts as if it's facing a physical threat. This is the fight-or-flight response at work, designed to protect you from immediate danger. But when you're stuck in a cycle of overthinking, your body thinks it's always under attack. The result? Continuous activation of the stress response can lead to chronic issues like high blood pressure, muscle tension, and even digestive problems. Have you ever experienced the physical tightness in your chest or shallow breathing when your mind starts spiraling? This is because overthinking activates the sympathetic nervous system, which keeps you in a state of fight or flight. Prolonged activation can wreak havoc on your cardiovascular system, making your heart work overtime. And here's the kicker. It doesn't just stay in your head. It starts manifesting physically, inch by inch, until your entire system is compromised. So what's the solution? Understanding how overthinking affects your body is the first step. It's about learning to recognize the signs before they spiral out of control. Can you remember a time when you were so lost in thought that you didn't even notice your tense muscles or shallow breathing? It's time to break the cycle. Number 2, overthinking and the brain, a perpetual cycle of discomfort. Have you ever wondered why your brain refuses to let go of a thought, even when you try to distract yourself? What is it about overthinking that makes it so hard to break free? Overthinking doesn't just keep you mentally busy. It's actually rewiring your brain, making it harder to stop the cycle. But how does this work? And why does your mind get stuck in a loop, making you feel like you're going around in circles? At the heart of this issue is the brain's natural response to stress. When you overthink, you activate regions of your brain that are associated with worry, anxiety, and fear, particularly the amygdala. This part of the brain is constantly scanning for danger and triggers an emotional response. When overthinking gets out of control, the amygdala becomes hyperactive, constantly fueling your worries. But here's the thing. The more your brain engages with these anxious thoughts, the stronger the neural pathways become, creating a loop that's hard to escape. Imagine trying to stop a train that's already speeding downhill. Your brain gets stuck on the same track, reinforcing those patterns with each passing thought. This cycle leads to an increase in cortisol levels, the stress hormone, further elevating anxiety and physical tension in the body. Over time, this constant mental strain can lead to cognitive fatigue, making it even harder to focus or think clearly. Now, you might be wondering, can this cycle be broken? The answer is yes, but it requires understanding the mechanics behind it. The key lies in retraining your brain to break free from the patterns of overthinking. Have you ever experienced that aha moment where you finally realized you were stuck in a mental loop? It's all about recognizing the signs early and taking steps to regain control. Number 3, physical symptoms of overthinking, what you might be ignoring. Have you ever experienced that sinking feeling in your stomach after hours of worrying about something? Or that strange headache that seems to appear out of nowhere when your mind won't stop racing? What's really happening in your body when overthinking takes hold? Could it be that the physical symptoms of overthinking are more than just coincidences and actually signs your body is under stress? Overthinking manifests physically in numerous ways, from headaches and dizziness to muscle tension and digestive issues. But why does this happen? Your body is constantly sending signals to your brain, alerting it to the fact that something is wrong. When you stress about something, your muscles tighten, your breathing becomes shallow, and your heart rate increases, all classic signs of the fight or flight response. It's as if your body is preparing for battle, even though there's no real danger. But here's the shocking part. When this stress response becomes chronic, your body's ability to regulate itself starts to deteriorate. For example, overthinking can cause gastrointestinal problems. Ever felt that uneasy feeling in your stomach after obsessing over something? Or experienced a tight throat that makes it hard to swallow when you're stressed? These are just a few of the many ways your body reacts to the constant mental strain. The truth is, overthinking is wreaking havoc on your body's ability to function optimally. Have you ever been caught in the cycle of overthinking and ignored the physical signs your body was trying to give you? It's time to pay attention to these symptoms. They're your body's way of telling you something isn't right. So, next time you catch yourself spiraling, pause and take a moment to check in with your body. It's all connected. Number 4, the impact on your sleep. Can overthinking keep you up all night? Have you ever found yourself tossing and turning at 2 a.m., unable to sleep because your mind won't stop replaying the same thoughts? Have you ever felt exhausted the next day but couldn't figure out why you didn't sleep well? Could your restless nights be a direct result of overthinking? And if so, how is it affecting your overall health? Overthinking can directly interfere with your sleep by keeping your brain in an overly alert state. When your mind is constantly active, it can be difficult to wind down, even if you're physically exhausted. The brain is still processing, worrying, and analyzing, preventing it from entering a calm, restful state. This results in difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or getting quality rest. But the effects don't end there. Poor sleep caused by overthinking can have a ripple effect on your physical and mental health. It can lead to increased stress, weakened immune function, and cognitive impairment. When you don't get enough sleep, your body becomes more sensitive to stress, making it even harder to break the cycle of overthinking. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to escape. Have you ever had those sleepless nights where you feel like your brain just won't shut off? You're not alone. Many people experience this. The good news is that understanding the link between overthinking and sleep is the first step toward improving both. So, what can you do to break the pattern and get a good night's rest? That's exactly what we'll explore in the next section. Number 5, the emotional roller coaster. How overthinking fuels anxiety and depression. Have you ever felt like your emotions were completely out of control after hours of overthinking? Have you ever wondered if there's a direct link between your thoughts and the sudden surge of anxiety or depression you experience? Could it be that overthinking is acting as a trigger, pushing your emotional state to extremes? The emotional toll of overthinking is profound. When you spend endless hours ruminating, your mind begins to fixate on worst-case scenarios, amplifying feelings of anxiety, sadness, and hopelessness. It's as if your mind becomes a breeding ground for negative emotions. But how does this happen? And why do these emotions feel so overwhelming, even though they're based on thoughts rather than reality? Overthinking activates the brain's emotional centers, particularly the amygdala, leading to heightened emotional responses. This constant state of emotional arousal can intensify feelings of anxiety or depression, making it difficult to break free from the cycle. Have you ever noticed that when you're stuck in your head, everything starts to feel heavier, more overwhelming, and out of your control? This is because your thoughts are not just affecting your mind. They're directly influencing your emotions, making them harder to manage. The cycle of overthinking and emotional distress is often self-perpetuating. The more anxious or depressed you feel, the more you tend to overthink. And the more you overthink, the worse your emotions become. It's like digging yourself deeper into a hole. But the good news is this cycle can be interrupted. Recognizing the connection between your thoughts and emotions is the first step toward finding relief. Number 6, the hidden impact on your immune system. Are you making yourself sick? What if overthinking is secretly weakening your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness? Have you ever wondered why you seem to catch every cold or feel run down more often than others? Could your constant mental strain be to blame? The link between stress and your immune system is well established. When you overthink, your body remains in a constant state of stress, which means your immune system is on high alert. Over time, this chronic stress weakens your body's ability to fight off infections, making you more vulnerable to colds, flu, and even chronic conditions. The fight-or-flight response that kicks in during overthinking reduces the production of essential immune cells, leaving your body more defenseless. Have you ever noticed that you get sick after a particularly stressful week, or that your body struggles to recover from illness when you're constantly worried? This is because overthinking not only drains your mental energy, but also takes a toll on your physical health. It's a sobering realization, isn't it? The mind-body connection is stronger than most people realize. By learning how overthinking impacts your immune system, you can start taking steps to manage your stress levels and give your body the best chance at staying healthy. It's about recognizing the warning signs early and taking action to break the cycle of mental strain before it starts affecting your body in serious ways. Number 7, overthinking and your digestion. Why you might feel stomach issues after stress. Ever felt that knot in your stomach after hours of worrying about something? Or perhaps experienced nausea, bloating, or even heartburn after a particularly stressful situation? Could overthinking be directly impacting your digestive system? The gut-brain connection is real, and it's stronger than you might think. When you overthink, your brain sends signals to your gut, triggering a physical response. This is why stress and anxiety often lead to digestive problems. The brain releases stress hormones that disrupt the delicate balance in your gut, leading to symptoms like stomach aches, indigestion, or even irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Do you remember a time when your mind wouldn't stop racing and you suddenly felt an upset stomach or digestive discomfort? This is a direct result of how overthinking influences the nervous system that controls your digestive organs. The gut, often referred to as the second brain, reacts to emotional stress, causing a ripple effect in your digestive system. Over time, this can lead to chronic digestive issues, making your body's internal processes less efficient. The key to improving your digestive health lies in managing your stress levels and breaking the cycle of overthinking. Simple strategies like mindfulness, relaxation techniques, and even changing your thought patterns can have a profound effect on how your body responds to stress. Number 8, weight gain and overthinking. The surprising link between stress and hunger. Ever found yourself eating more when you're stressed or anxious? Have you ever noticed that the more you overthink, the more you crave comfort food, sugary snacks, or unhealthy meals? Why does your body crave food when your mind is in overdrive? Overthinking activates the brain's reward system, particularly the hypothalamus, which regulates hunger and emotional responses. When you're stressed, your brain signals that you need quick energy, often in the form of high-calorie comfort foods. This can lead to overeating and poor food choices, especially when the body is under constant stress. But here's the kicker. This eating pattern doesn't just add weight in the short term. It creates a cycle. The more you overeat to cope with stress, the more your body becomes accustomed to this pattern. Over time, this can lead to weight gain, which can further exacerbate feelings of anxiety and stress. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to break, but not impossible. Do you ever catch yourself snacking when you're not even hungry, simply because your mind won't stop churning? It's essential to recognize this behavior and find healthier ways to deal with stress. The first step is understanding the connection between your thoughts and your eating habits. Once you understand this, you can break free from the emotional eating trap and start making choices that support both your mental and physical health. Number 9, the mental fog. how overthinking affects your clarity and focus. Have you ever felt like your brain was in a fog, unable to focus or think clearly, no matter how hard you tried? Have you noticed how overthinking can leave you mentally drained, making it hard to stay productive or engage in your daily activities? What if I told you that the very act of overthinking is clouding your mind and making it harder for you to think clearly? When you overthink, your brain gets overwhelmed by excessive thoughts, making it harder for you to concentrate on tasks at hand. This mental fog is a direct result of cognitive overload. Essentially, your brain becomes cluttered with unnecessary thoughts, which not only impairs your ability to focus, but also reduces your problem-solving skills. Have you ever found yourself stuck, unable to complete a simple task because your mind just won't settle down? This is what happens when overthinking takes the lead. Your mental resources are drained, and you end up feeling foggy and scattered. What's more alarming is that overthinking can actually reduce the size of the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. Chronic stress from overthinking can make it even more difficult to retain information, which affects your cognitive function in the long run. Have you experienced that frustration of trying to recall something, only to feel like your brain is empty? The key to overcoming mental fog lies in learning to clear out that excess mental noise. By practicing mindfulness, focusing on one task at a time, and making room for relaxation, you can regain mental clarity. It's all about reclaiming control over your thoughts so that your mind can function at its best again. Number 10. How to break the cycle. Practical strategies to overcome overthinking. Are you tired of feeling trapped in the endless loop of overthinking? Do you wish there was a way to break free and reclaim your peace of mind? What if I told you there are simple, practical strategies you can start implementing today to overcome overthinking and take back control of your life? The first step in breaking the cycle is recognizing that overthinking is a habit, one that has been formed over time. Just like any other habit, it can be unlearned. The key to success is not to fight the thoughts, but to change how you respond to them. One powerful method is mindfulness meditation. By practicing mindfulness, you can train your mind to focus on the present moment, instead of getting lost in the never-ending cycle of what-ifs. Another useful strategy is cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which involves identifying negative thought patterns and replacing them with healthier, more realistic ones. This approach has been proven to help reduce overthinking by shifting your mindset. Have you ever tried reframing your thoughts or challenging your assumptions? These small changes in perspective can make a world of difference. Additionally, physical activities like exercise, yoga, or deep breathing can help break the cycle of overthinking by releasing tension and calming the mind. It's important to remember that overthinking isn't something you can stop overnight. It takes practice, patience, and consistency. But with the right tools, you can gradually reduce the hold it has on your life. So what will you choose? Will you continue to allow overthinking to control you, or will you take action to break free? The choice is yours. Start today, take one small step at a time, and begin your journey toward mental clarity and emotional peace. Conclusion. Overthinking is a hidden force that affects not only our minds but also our bodies. From stress and emotional turmoil to physical symptoms like digestive issues, sleep disturbances, and even weight gain, the impact is far-reaching. But by understanding how overthinking influences us, we can start to break the cycle and reclaim our health, happiness, and peace of mind. Remember, overthinking doesn't have to control your life. By recognizing the signs, learning to manage your stress, and implementing practical strategies, you can regain balance and live more mindfully. If this video helped you recognize the hidden impacts of overthinking, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who might need it. And I'd love to hear from you. What strategies have you tried to overcome overthinking? Leave a comment below, and let's continue the conversation.